This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for May 7, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 0.79 points or 0.19% to 405.73. Total trade volume was down to 91,841 shares changing hands at a total value of 402 million real or over $100,000. On the main board, only two stocks were up. Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ gained 0.95% or 20 real to 2,120 real per share, while Cam GSM was up 0.42% or 10 real to 2,410 real per share. On the other hand, 7 stocks were down. The biggest loser of the day was Pestec Cambodia, down 5.19% or 140 real to 2,560 real per share, followed by MJQ Education, which dropped 0.92% or 20 real to 2,160 real per share. Other stocks down were Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, Akleda Bank, Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, Grand Twins International, and the Phnom Penh Autonomous Port. Over on the growth board, both stocks were down. DBD Engineering was down 0.48% or 10 real to 2,090 real per share, while JS Land dropped 0.32% or 10 real to 3,150 real per share. MJQ Education recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 40,835 shares changing hands at a total value of 88.7 million real or over $22,000, roughly 44% of Wednesday's total trade volume. Akleda Bank recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 37,713 shares changing hands at a total value of 259.2 million real or close to $65,000, approximately 41% of May 7th's trade volume. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD strengthened slightly to 4,003 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was slightly down from our last report to 99.51. Looking at global commodities, oil prices rose about 1% on Wednesday, gaining for a second session, finding support from positive investor sentiment over US-China trade talks to be held this weekend and signs of lower US shale output. Brent crude futures climbed 61 cents a barrel or around 1% to $62.76 a barrel, while US West Texas Intermediate crude was up 71 cents or 1.2% at $59.8 a barrel. Gold prices fell more than 1% on Wednesday as hopes around trade talks between the United States and China weighed on the safe haven metal ahead of a Federal Reserve rates decision later in the day. Spot gold was down 1.2% to $3,386.23 an ounce after a sharp rise in the previous session. US gold futures lost 0.8% to $3,394.90. Stock futures advanced early Wednesday as investors monitored the latest updates on US trade negotiations and looked toward the Federal Reserve's interest rate announcement expected Wednesday afternoon. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, Dow Jones Industrial Average Futures added 196 points or 0.48%, S&P 500 futures popped 0.49%, while Nasdaq 100 futures rallied about 0.5%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for May 7th.